Hi, this is my first dig of the new year, and I've been here for I'd say maybe an hour now, and I'm plugging away without too much dug up, but I figured I'd bring my camera out only if I found something reasonably good. So this is an old 1800s schoolhouse that I got permission about 2 months back to dig, and I've been at it for a little bit now, I guess close to an hour, and you can see, particularly by the foundation, it's quite an old building, and the lady who takes care of it lives just down the road a piece, and she said, sure, go ahead and dig it. People have tried, but they haven't come up with anything. However, you can see a lot of it. It's been broken into a few times as well, but this is the old well they used to draw water from, and it's a pretty neat, there's a lot of these old buildings that are scattered through Ontario. The roof here has been, obviously it's been redone, but anyway, I just thought I would show you what I came across, figuring, okay, there's going to be some activity around the well and around some of the old trees. These are fairly old trees, the ones that are surrounding the schoolhouse. So anyway, out of this particular hole right here, I just let me get my gloves off here. Out of this hole right here, I dug out, let me see if I can find it in my pocket. Hopefully I didn't lose it. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. So out of this little hole, I dug up, I don't know if you can see this, but it's a tiny little girl's ring, and the stone is still in it, and I'm guessing it's quite old. Very, very pretty little ring. And then a little while earlier, I dug up this old crotal bell. It's crushed on one side, but certainly a crotal bell. An old latch for a gate, and I don't know, this is a lid for something, and a modern nickel. So I didn't dig all of that. The only thing I dug out of this hole was this tiny little ring, but it's a pretty nice find, and I'll take that. All right, if I get anything else, I'll turn the camera back on. Bye for now. Well, it's been about I guess 15 or 20 minutes since I last dug. You can see I'm not too far from the last hole. The last hole was just to the right of the school, right near that well pump that you can see right beside the school. Well, hopefully you can right near that well pump that you can see, hopefully, beside the school. So out of this hole right here, interesting, I found some old brick. Always a good sign. So you can see that some of the brick that has been taken off of the school was dumped here. But out of this, I found this old button. Now, you won't be able to tell, I don't think, but it's got Canada written across the top, and it's got a crown on it and then an emblem underneath it. And check this out, the pin at the back is still attached. Pretty cool find, actually. So it's I'm guessing it probably dates back to the time of this school. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not. With the pin attached, it might not. It might be a little later than that, early 1900s maybe. Nevertheless, pretty good find. All right, talk to you later. And again, just not that far from, well, I don't know if you can see it, but right over there is the last hole that I dug. And I'm in this hole, and I just pulled out this old pocket knife. Cool find. All right, onward. All right, I'm going to do a quick wrap up. I was about 2 hours out here today, maybe a little bit more, 2.5 hours. And I'm still a little bit weak. I got COVID, I guess a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still not 100%, a little bit weak, and I'm going to have to call it quits for today. But still in sort of recovery mode. Nothing worse than a bad flu. I've had a few shots, so but still a little congestion. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick wrap up and show you what I picked up. A lot of big chunks of iron that that look like they belong to a stove that was kept inside the school, and I have a feeling that just beyond that fence there's a little bit of a rise, and I have a feeling that there was another building there because I was digging out quite a bit of old brick that had been sort of pounded down and broken up and buried, and some charcoal as well. So they must have been emptying their stove somewhere out there. Anyway, I threw the large chunks of pot that I found back into the woods, and here's sort of the wrap up. Again, lots of iron. You saw this when I dug it up. It's a latch for an old gate, it looks like. I'm not 100% sure. This looks like some sort of a valve that was used to secure the top of something, like a great big 45-gallon drum, that kind of thing. But my good finds were this old button, and I'm going to have to look at the inscription. I know it says Canada. This looks like it's just an old creamery top or bottle top. I'm not sure. I think there is some writing on the top. The only reason I kept it was to see if I could clean it up when I got home. You saw the old cowbell or crodle bell, and the old pocket knife, which is pretty cool, and the small little gold ring that I found. Really cool, kind of cool ring. All right, so I'm going to pack it up, head home, and we'll see you next time.